Welcome back to the 2.5. We're not even 2.5 anymore. Sorry, we've had a name change, second episode in, and big executive decisions going on here. Yeah,
Massive.
Our lawyer has gotten into contact with us. Warner Brothers Studio told us to stop using 2.5. So we've changed the name to. What have we changed it to, Colin? Drum roll. Give me a drum roll. There it is. We've changed the name to the.
Probably should have gone.
We've changed the name to the Spaghetti and Meatball Show. That's right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spaghetti and Meatball Show. You might hear us also call it the SM Show.
The SM Show, because sometimes we are lazy. So, the SM Show.
Or Spag and Meatball.
Yeah, or just like probably still call it 2.5 Men.
Could also hear it called the High Street Cafe Show.
The High Street Cafe.
Because they are our major sponsor.
Big thanks to High Street Cafe. They're doing God's work there, supplying the coffee.
Yeah.
So if you ever need a good coffee, you've got Barista Bros. You can get them at Woolworths. No, High Street Cafe do go down there. Big thanks to them. We did go on a bit about them in the last episode.
Yeah, and we will constantly go on about them.
We're thankful of their $200 that they gave us. No, big episode coming up today. I've been in charge of coming up with the talking points, haven't I, Carlin?
You have, which is a first. Normally, I control everything part of this show.
There's a reason for that. It's because everything that I try to bring up, Kylan's got absolutely no idea about any of it.
It's just because Daniel's just so much more advanced.
I try to keep up with the current affairs. I wanted to talk about how Engadine Macca's was...
It's only on once a week, isn't it?
What?
A current affair.
Just stop. A current affair is class journalism, though, you know?
Oh, I don't mind it.
Like 60 Minutes. I hate when 60 Minutes only goes for 59, you know?
No.
This is ripping us off.
I just don't understand. Like, it's just... Never understood 60 Minutes, you know? It's just 15 minutes of ads and 45 minutes of bullshit.
Prefer to watch paint dry than watch 60 Minutes. Good old Aussie TV. There's some good shows that are on now, though.
There are. You know what is a good show that's on at the moment? The Spaghetti and Meatball Show.
Spaghetti and Meatball Show, not on Australian TV. Maybe one day, Channel 10. Hit us up.
If we were going to be on any channel, it would be Channel 10.
Yeah, Channel 10. They've got some good comedy shows going on at the moment. Cheap Seats on with Tim McDonald and Melanie Bracewell.
Also, any show that gets some views, they will.
They've got Survivor
because they're
going
just
on.
So behind the game. Channel
7's been getting some... They've got The Voice now. They had The X Factor. That's gone now. That's like defunct. Yeah, like last week, Simon Cowell dropped it. He said we're not having it anymore.
In Australia?
Globally.
Oh, globally?
But they've even got like Australia's Got Talent as well, and then they're bringing...
But they're still doing Australia's Got Talent and all the talents, right?
Yeah, but Channel 7 have it. Why is Channel 7 holding the monopoly on all of our talent shows, you know? Like, no talent's ever come out of Channel 7, you know? There's only one good show on Channel 7, and it's The Chase.
There's only one good person that has probably come out of Channel 7, and that's Bruce McAvaney.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do they still have the footy? Channel
and he goes
with
the
footy.
Oh, no. Huh?
Channel 7's still got the footy.
Yeah.
I remember Channel
definitely.
10 used to
and
have
they've just taken on the cricket, because Channel 9 just...
They're letting the what's that saying? You know,
Wide World of Sports.
They're letting the ball loose. They're letting the ball. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely zero sense.
Ding 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 ding
ding ding ding. Now, as I was saying before, though, we did want to talk about some current affairs that were happening today, and I want to talk about Engadine Macca's and how Scott Morrison shot himself at Engadine Macca's in like the 19th century
80s.
or 20th. No, it would have been the 20th century. I don't know what day it was, but Kylan didn't know about it, so we can't talk about that. But no, there has been a big week of news. I've been keeping up with it all. I've been trying to, at least, you know.
I haven't.
The Olympics have come to an end this week.
Correct.
You know, and Paralympics starting soon, which is good. But you know what would really interest me? I'm watching a documentary at the moment on Netflix. It's called Icarus. And it's about the it's about the Russian doping scandal. It's pretty dope. No, it's a really good documentary actually. So watch it if you want. I do recommend it. I'm only 3 minutes in, but no, it is a good documentary.
Essendon somehow involved in that too.
No, but I wanted to bring up this point that I've heard over a few years, and it's We should have an Olympics after the Paralympics where people can take whatever performance-enhancing drugs they want and see how far we can take it. That's a good premise.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people die.
Oh, well, science,
Yeah, true.
For
the greater good.
For the greater good, Like, it's interesting to see how performance-enhancing drugs do actually benefit people and, like, well, not benefit them, like...
Well, 2012 was a great example.
What's that? Lance Armstrong?
Essendon won the grand final.
See, this
wasn't
is how
it? It's 2012.
Wasn't 2012 when I had the draw with like St Kilda? That was 2010, I reckon. That was when Meatloaf. Do you remember when Meatloaf did the show?
Collingwood St Kilda.
Collingwood St Kilda.
On meth tonight.
Do you remember when Meatloaf?
Today. This morning.
Did you see when Meatloaf did his show in 2010?
And it was terrible.
Yeah, he was definitely on meth as he was doing that. It was so bad. But I still want to know what Meatloaf wouldn't do for love. He says he'll do anything for it, but he won't do that. What the hell is that? Meatloaf, tell us. On his like deathbed, he's gonna say, I won't do that.
Meatloaf, Meatball, pretty similar people, aren't you, Daniel? We should probably explain our new name.
Well, I thought that it would have been.
It's pretty self-explanatory. But I am the spaghetti, and Daniel is the meatball.
And this Callux is the and in the middle. I thought that was funny. Obviously not.
Hilarious.
Sometimes we make some duds on this show,
Yeah, and then I have to ring the bell.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're getting I came up with an idea that I obviously have not facilitated this week, which is my bad. I'm a busy guy.
He was in charge of it.
I was in charge of it. I had this idea of introducing a bell every single time a joke that was said that shouldn't have been said was said. So I was going to go get a bell and we were going to sit it here. The bell would have been ringing like constantly for me, So yeah, but that obviously didn't happen this week, which is disappointing. And Kyle's in some twisties now. And he's back on.
My mic was muted.
His mic was muted, now he's back on. I can't hear the mic.
Yeah. I can't either.
You can't either. No one can hear it. So
I can hear the mic.
He can hear it.
I do have a secret earpiece in.
He has a secret
because if no one knew, I pretty much just control this whole show. I just pretty much run the whole thing.
To be fair, I did set up the camera there and I did all the lights, but like that light's getting
a bit dim
now.
You probably double clicked it.
Yeah, I probably did. Now that I think about it, I double clicked the light. Oh well, we've started now. We've started now, Kyle. He's getting stressed about it.
You give someone one job to do.
And you can't do it.
And they just can't do it. Like, I run this whole thing. I run itineraries. I pretty much just, have started this show and Daniel has done nothing
I just
to
sit
help
here.
out.
I sit here and come up with some jokes.
He sit here and just does terrible jokes. But like my jokes are better.
Speaking of things that, speaking of people that just can't get anything right, Australia Post, they are terrible.
Why is that?
They are just terrible. I don't like how they allowed them to make a monopoly in the post industry when they can't even do that. They can't even control the post. They are terrible. Like I've got a parcel slot in my letterbox. These people never put a parcel in my letterbox. Never.
What do?
They bring it back to the post office and leave the red slip in my letterbox. Put the bloody parcel in the parcel box.
Why don't you put a sign there that says parcel?
It says parcel on the thing. You literally pull it out. It's like a full blown letterbox.
But they might think it's not safe enough.
Oh, they're just terrible.
They probably look at it and there's no lock box on it. There's no lock on the back.
There's a lock on the front. There's a lock on the front.
And how do they do it?
There's a double lock, and they just pull the thing down, and the parcel goes right to the bottom. Yeah, a bit confusing. Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard, Kyle. It's probably going to hurt you. But no, I wanted to bring up an issue with Australia Post. Obviously, you would have heard what happened with Christine Holgate, with her buying her staff some Cartier watches. Which is ironic because obviously they don't really have a concept for time at Australia Post. So why would they be getting watches? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Was that the punchline?
That's like the punchline. But no,
I thought it was going to be so much more funny. I thought, like Cartier watches because you're so fat.
No, Cartier watches, not cardio. Buddy, this guy thinks that she's giving them Fitbits.
Yeah,
they don't walk around and deliver the mail. They're on scooters, mate.
What are Cartier watches?
No, Cartier watches. It's like a watch brand. It's right. You'll never know what a Cartier watch is, Kylan. They're expensive. That's why. Yeah. But no, as I was saying, Christine Holgate has she's obviously resigned from Australia Post after that shenanigan,
yeah,
and she's agreed to a $1 million payout which will be delivered to her if she's home, or left in a safe space if she's not home. And there it is. That's the laugh that I was expecting. Yeah.
Wasn't that great? But it was there.
It was there, so I'm taking that. We're off to a flying start, obviously. And again, as I said, it's very, very big week today. We've got a big week this week, not today. But today is a big day. Today's Census Day, you know?
Yeah, just tell the people that we don't record it on the exact day.
Yeah, no, we do. Today's Census Day, so the 10th of August... Like, when you answer the questions, you know, you're going from the 10th of August.
Yeah, so just tell everyone listening to this podcast
that
we don't record
we don't record on the same day. You
You
think I can edit it on the same day? Come on, please.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, it's going to be very, very surprising for the Australian government.
We have to roll him out of my house to get back into his... put him on the truck and drive him home.
I've got dollies underneath here that you can push me with. No,
you can't see behind the camera... But there's actually, it's not even a wall behind there. There's actually just our truck.
The tow truck sitting there. You know, the tow bar.
And we just pull him out. We've had to actually cut half of the studio out.
You're a freak.
Whereas me, it doesn't matter for me because I can actually fit under the gap underneath the doors.
That's why they've got the wind snakes there, just in case he slides out while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
You prick.
I sleep crawl.
You prick. Nah, it's all for a laugh. It's all for a laugh. That's what I do want to stress that. You know, we're having a laugh and no harm given to each other, you know, obviously. So, yeah.
What do we say to people?
What do we say? Look, it's as easy as clicking the little red button at the top corner, you know. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. We're not going to be offended. Just keep listening, though, because we're going to be monetised. You know, we need to make money somehow. High Street Cafe's not going to pay the bills.
Yeah, that's right.
But they will pay for the car lux, you know. So. Yeah.
And speaking of High Street Cafe, our producer's just telling us now that we're just going to flick to an ad break, so we'll be back right after this.
This program is proudly brought to you by High Street Cafe Kensington. Good friends, good coffee, and it's coffee made easy. Visit High Street Cafe Kensington.
Big thank you to our sponsors at High Street Cafe there. Big thanks to them.
Big thank you. And they're Mick Muffins over there.
Mick Muffins. Mick did actually hear about that and he likes the idea. They're not getting changed on the menu though, so
it's not.
We might be terminating the sponsorship. If you're hearing that, Mick, change it.
Well, it wasn't really a sponsorship. I kind of just... The staff had gone into the storeroom or whatever, I don't know, out the back into wherever they were going, and I just kind of walked behind the counter and went into their till and took about $200. So we're just kind of saying that they're sponsoring us.
You know, because we want to be nice, you know. We can't just take their money and not do anything.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
We support local talent.
Exactly. Local
and
businesses.
we assume that High Street Cafe did as well, so we just took their money.
So big thanks to them. If you need to get a coffee, High Street Cafe it is. If it's too
Kensington.
far, just drive there, you know.
That's right. But if you live in Cooper Pedy in South Australia, make the trek. It's worth the coffee.
You can probably fly, you know. Don't be lazy. Just
they're
fly
actually
there.
they're just moving into menu log.
Are they moving into menu log?
So if you are in Cooper Pedy, I'm sure that you can menu log it.
Menu fly. They're going to bring that out. You know what I saw on menu log? Oh, not menu log. Uber Eats. They're partnering with Optus. And guess what they're doing?
Who isn't partnering with Optus?
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone is with Optus.
But you know what they're doing? They're doing mobile phone deliveries in the hour.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I was like, that's sick.
I don't know whether that's a great idea, but...
But like, what if you...
I really like the human interaction of going into the store.
It's like,
it's such a human interaction about technology. You know?
Doesn't everyone love going into Optus and being told that the technician has no idea what's going on with their phone and it can't be fixed, you know? You can do it from the comfort of your own home.
We're going to have to send it off to the factory. Now, we'll get it back to you in a couple months.
Optus... Look,
where's their factory?
Oh, I've got no idea.
It has to be overseas.
It would have to be, yeah. But look, I do give credit to them, you know. They're doing a good job.
They do very good. I actually think
as well,
they'll be the new Telstra.
But I don't think that's how it works, Kylan.
They'll be the new Telstra.
But Telstra own all of the phone lines and stuff. They own all of our
they'll buy them out.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your economic advice for the week from Kylan Beach, who has absolutely no experience.
Get shares in Optus while you can. I did. I'm already up a mil. How do you think I cut out half this studio to get Daniel out?
Cryptocurrency, the Doge.
You bought this bloody truck.
That's a tow truck we're renting, actually.
We got it off Gumtree.
Gumtree.
Speaking of Gumtree.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Am I saying it?
Yeah.
So, big news coming up. Big news. I did say that it was a big week, so I wasn't lying. Big news. We've got a segment coming next week because we thought that we don't want you guys to just hear us blubber on about absolute smack that we probably don't even know what we're talking about.
No.
So we're going to be bringing you...
And I'm sure it's definitely not engaging. So.
Oh, this is definitely engaging. You like hearing your own voice, I know that. So.
Well, I'm not hearing it right now, am I?
Yeah, okay.
I'm hearing this fat voice.
That was not necessary at all.
Sorry.
Not necessary at all.
Yeah, I took that too far.
Moving on to the Gumtree segment. That was not necessary. You probably eat more food than me, let's be honest. You probably do. So let's go on to the Gumtree segment. So we're going to be doing a Gumtree segment. We probably won't be doing it as often as we want, but what we're going to do... What's the budget? $10
It'll be
or
every
$5?
fortnight, $5.
So $5 budget. I mean, we're going to go to the category...
Well, it's $10 budget, $5 each.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Courtesy of High Street Cafe. No, courtesy of my bank account and his...
No, it's courtesy of High Street Cafe. So
Yeah.
I just have to go back and take some more money out of the till.
I'll distract them. It's fine. But no, so what we're going to...
We'll just help them roll you in.
At least they've got sliding doors there. Yeah. Do they?
No, I can just go in at night. The sensors don't even pick me up. I can go underneath
Slide
the
under
door.
the door.
Oh no, but I can't get back out.
Why not?
Because I've got the things.
Nah, you're skinny enough to get under there.
Climb through.
You can just stay in there for the day, you can just like hide in the cupboard or something. So what the segment is we're going to be going on Gumtree and we're going to be looking for some of the coolest things we can find in a certain category.
That's right.
With a budget of $5, and we're going to be bringing them onto the show, and whoever's got the better item will win, and that's going to be decided by the viewers.
That's right.
So Mum, Dad, if you're watching,
which are the only viewers?
only viewers, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be putting that out on our socials, and you can vote on that. Yeah. So yeah, should be. What the hell was that?
Nothing.
What was that? Did you burp?
No.
I'm so confused. Did you say something?
No, my mic was on mute.
Funny. Is that? Have I explained the?
So I'm pretty sure going into next week, it will be a garden.
Are we doing gardening?
I'm pretty sure it'll be a garden.
No, let's do
thing.
something better. Gardening. Why can't we do like music and stuff? Let's do music.
Okay, music it is.
Music it is.
Didn't realise you ran this show. I'm too busy.
I'm a busy
My name's
guy.
Daniel. Oh, I'm too busy with doing everything.
I'm a busy guy,
No, you're not.
I'm very busy. What was that noise?
The door.
Oh, the door. Yeah, true. It was.
Our studio door. It's a bit creaky.
Yeah. And by studio, we mean kind of...
No.
No, okay, we're not telling them that we're in your front
We
lounge
aren't.
room. We're in like... We wanted to pretend it's a
I
studio.
know.
This is just some cool
Sorry.
flip board that we've thrown up here with the sponsors on it,
Daniel, producer John isn't happy.
Producer John's not happy with me. Yeah, we're just looking
Sorry,
at...
Jono.
Sorry, John.
Get back on track. See, this is what I have to deal with, and producer Jono doesn't get very happy about you.
Where's producer Jono? Oh,
Producer
there he is.
Jono.
He's in the truck. No, we don't need the truck yet.
No, he's in the producer studio. Yeah.
Bad. Did you hear about what happened with some of my favourite radio people and yours as well?
Oh, Jason PJ.
Jason PJ, sad news. They're not doing their show anymore.
Yeah.
Jason
Shout out to them if they're listening.
If they're listening, please have us on your show, Jason Lauren. We would be more than happy to be on there.
Nah, I don't want to.
Oh well,
I'll go on there if Lauren's not on there.
Bring PJ back. Sign our petition.
I'm pretty sure they still have a thing on there.
Yeah, no, but it's a bit sad. I liked watching their videos. Kyle and Jackie are always funny though, so everything's becoming like a little bit more progressive now. But it's not a bad thing. Like obviously, you would have heard what's happened with all these lollies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big news. Redskin's been changed, which is fair enough. They changed it to the Red Ripper. And then literally the day that they changed it, they realised that it was the name of a San Francisco serial killer.
Really?
90% sure that that's right. And now I'm second doubting myself, so I'm going to chuck in like some article now. So just to confirm what I'm saying is correct.
And I'll just I'll talk over the article. The Red Ripper, San Francisco.
There it is. You've heard it. So the Red Ripper, but I don't understand.
Wonder if that sounded cool.
It probably didn't because you were saying it.
Okay.
But I don't understand why they don't check.
You're fat.
And you're like extremely skinny. Like
You could just say anorexic.
no, I feel bad using that word. You know.
Why?
Because you know when you watch those ads and they'll be like,
I don't feel bad calling you obese.
well, I'm the complete opposite to those kids that they show in those ads. You know, it's like, oh, pay us 5 cents a day and we'll be able to feed this kid for a week. But like, where the hell is this kid eating? Because if they're eating for 5 cents a week, that's exactly where I want to eat. You know, you know, 5 cents a week.
It was like that. It was like I was walking past this homeless guy in like just through the streets of Adelaide, and he had a sign that said, one day this could be you. And I had my money out to give to him. I had like $100 I was going to give to him, and I was ready to sign. I was like, oh, one day this could be me. So I just put the money back in my pocket to make sure that I just had some.
Not a good marketing ploy from him, if I'm being honest. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's life. Yeah. And also in the future, we may be partnering with St. Vincent de Paul to do an op shop.
Op-shop challenge, yeah.
Op-shop challenges.
$5 budgets, of course.
No, probably a bit more than
it's really it's really whatever can fit in our pockets and we can escape with without them catching us. No, that was a joke. That's not what the challenge is.
That was entertainment purposes only.
That's just for Coles.
Coles.
Yeah, we're going to do that challenge at Coles. See how much can fit in our pockets.
I'm not a thief.
We don't support theft.
I don't think I actually told Daniel. So, as some of you might know, I have applied to join the police force, and I did do some testing the other day and I passed.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
So
probably wasn't the time and place to bring it up. But
so you didn't spell anything wrong this time?
No, I did. I got 77%.
What did you spell wrong?
They didn't give me that.
Yeah.
For reading, 95%.
which is ironic because you're dyslexic. Are you not dyslexic?
No.
Slightly.
Like, we don't talk about that.
Okay. And there you have it. We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about that.
Okay. No, I apologise. I wasn't sure if we were allowed to talk about it.
For recruitment to the police force reasons only.
Okay. I don't understand why they had to make dyslexia the hardest word to spell. Like, I feel bad for like dyslexic people when they have to go to the doctors and it's like, oh, are there any medical conditions that we should know about? And they have to spell dyslexia. Like, Kyle went to his doctor and he gave in this his form, and the doctor's like, it says here that your problem is daily sex, and he's like, no, I'm just dyslexic.
I wouldn't have a problem with daily sex. Daniel would. He has a problem.
Cheap shots, that's all you take cheap shots. This guy is the CEO of cheap shots. Any cheap shot he can take, he takes. He doesn't even care.
Daniel's
He's
that
bloody got all of his jokes bloody written down on his phone. His voice like
no.
Bloody looking down every 3 seconds. Go, I want to hear this joke. Go.
No, this one isn't even on anything. It's most of my jokes come in through my head. Like most things, like my uncle joke in the last podcast.
That was good.
But it's funny because Daniel is like that person, you're unliked when, you get given the phone to take the group photos. Or, you're just not attractive. And that's Daniel. But I think it's also mainly because you take up the whole camera.
They got to bloody get them landscape lenses chucked in the DSLR.
The real wide lens.
Wide lens. Bloody hell. Cheap shot.
Oh.
I'm sticking by my decision. You just take cheap shots. That's all you do.
Oh, well. Sounds like a you problem, doesn't it?
This guy, he's got all of his jokes lined up, ready to just smash them all out. All right. His bloody... You must be an Aquarius or something with all that, because that's exactly what I do. Are you an Aquarius?
No, I'm a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
Bloody star signs.
Star signs is a bunch of bull.
I just don't understand star signs because, I just don't understand why people, they think that they can, get away with things by using their star signs. Like my mate Matt, last night, I had a big party on, it was, at my house, and I was like, I messaged him and I was like, oh Matt, are you coming to my party? And he was like, oh, nah, I can't. I have cancer. And I was like, yeah, I'm a Libra, but I'm still here.
No, star signs are a bunch of bull, I reckon. You know, it does give people hope, I suppose, you know, like something to believe in, but it's really broad.
And the words they use make it, yeah, like
I read the description for an Aquarius, and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely an Aquarius. And then I read the description for a Capricorn, and I'm like, bloody hell, I'm a Capricorn.
That's not how it works. You don't get to choose what star sign.
I'm an Aquarius, but I was just saying, like, that's how broad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horoscopes and stuff, I've never understood them.
And I just hate people that use it to like justify like really shitty, like bad behaviour. Like, no, Matt, you're just a fucking dickhead.
Bloody hell, Matt.
I don't care that you're an Aries.
Yeah, Matt, we don't just care a wanker. That you're a Capricorn, okay? You're just an idiot.
You would have broken a few beds in your day, Daniel.
Olympic beds? The Olympic beds, cardboard beds. I have actually broken a few beds. I used to do WWE on my beds. That's not even a joke, I did.
No, he doesn't even have to do WWE to break his beds. He just sits on them.
Cheap shots. You're just making so many cheap shots tonight.
Bad.
But bad. This is like the worst I've heard you.
Yeah. Oh well.
See, I'm refraining from making cheap shots.
Yeah, why though?
Why am I refraining? Because
I'm the spaghetti to your meatball, Daniel.
That sounds so wrong. Don't ever say that again.
Sounds quite homosexual.
Well, nothing wrong with that. But we're not. We're just friends.
Why you made it so much more weird. We're not. We're just friends.
Let's just cut to another ad.
And let's look who's on their phone looking through jokes now.
No, I'm actually looking at the time.
Not. We don't look through jokes on our phones at all.
Yeah, I don't look through any jokes here. Just I've got them all noted down, everything that I want to talk. You know what I did want to talk about?
No, we don't actually have notes of jokes on our phone. It's just an excuse.
Did you ever have any weekday underwear growing up? You know, like the ones that say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did you ever wear them on the right day?
For the first few weeks I would, and then like the washing would just get so out of order. I would just
because you hand wash everything still, don't you?
Yeah.
You do. You've got that like rack, and you wash it in like the sewage water.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You don't need to make fun of me for my,
for your washing
financial status.
Well, big thanks to High Street Cafe though for sponsoring us. So that's going towards a new washing machine.
Thank you, High Street Cafe.
And that's coming towards the end of our podcast, isn't it? It's pushing towards the end. You know, big week coming up next week with the Gumtree segment, which hopefully we don't forget about. High chance I will, because I'm a busy man.
Yeah, so busy. Busy compared to me.
What do you do, Kylan?
Oh, I have 4 jobs, and I also am organising a fundraiser that could reach up to $100,000. So
that just sounds like a convenient excuse for fundraiser.
Do you know what else is a convenient excuse for you being fat? Oh, I'm Italian.
I've never used that as
You always use it.
When do I use that as an excuse?
Oh, dinner's always ready when I get home.
Yeah, like I'll have a chicken snitty when I get home.
Oh, like I'm Italian. No, Dan, you're just obese.
What's a cheap shots? You are just pushing cheap shots tonight. It's not even funny. No one's laughing with you. They're laughing at you. They're probably laughing with you.
If you're not laughing with me,
you're just making cheap shot after cheap shot after cheap shot tonight.
You're making none.
Yeah, because you
can't make anything.
No, you know what? Next week the cheap shots are coming out. You know, I could say so much stuff. I have too much respect for you.
Shut up. This bloke has zero respect for me.
Okay.
We will have some special guests on in the next few weeks as well.
We've got to try and get another chair in here, though. You know.
That's fine. We're going to work that out. Yeah. There's no need to bring that even into this podcast.
I'm just thinking logistics here.
Okay, you don't need to bring it into this podcast. We can talk about that once it's... there's just no
trying to think how we can...
Producer Jono, just...
Yeah, I feel like it was Producer Peter to start off with, and I was gone to Jono.
No, it was Producer John.
Was it? I swear it was Producer Peter. Last week it was Producer Peter. Have we got a new producer?
Producer Peter's sick.
Oh, Jono's a stand-in, yeah.
He said he had cancer or something, but I just don't understand the star signs.
Recycle your jokes, man. You're just recycling them tonight. But that's near the end, isn't it? We've got our.
It is near the end, but I just want to quickly say
something.
What was I saying? Oh, we will have some special guests on, some local talent, artists, and some just maybe even get producer John in and maybe producer Peter from the hospital.
We'll do a live stream or something.
Yeah. So no, we might even get the owner of High Street Cafe in, Mick. But yeah, we appreciate it. If you want to be a part of it even further, you can contact us at this email, which is spagandmeatball@gmail.com.
Which I'm now going to have to edit in, so thank you, Kylan.
All good, anytime. Just love putting it on Daniel, considering I do everything else.
Make sure that I've got everything in there.
And also, we are rewriting an intro song.
Yeah, we are. We're in the midst of rewriting an intro. Well, Kylan's in the midst of rewriting an intro song.
As usual, doing everything.
I'll just do the editing.
I rewrite it, I sing it.
I speak in it once because I'm not a good singer. Well, Kylan likes to think he's a good singer, but he's deafening. He's deafening. Yeah.
Oh, I could have made the best fat joke. Just then, I refrained.
You're good. Yeah. I could have made a lot of jokes tonight, and I refrained.
Okay, cool.
Next week is just a free-for-all.
I thought it was a free-for-all tonight.
Yeah. Well, you thought wrong. No.
Yeah, I'm just upset because you messed up the lighting.
Yeah, no, I did actually. I am a bit disappointed because it actually would have been a lot brighter. But you know what? We'll edit it in Premiere or something.
And you will notice that our LEDs do change from week to week. And so far, our logo changes from week to week.
Yes. The beanie doesn't, though.
We will have our On the Street segment coming in the next few months as well.
Yeah, that's if we can get out, because obviously we're stuck inside with COVID. No, we're not.
SM News and SM Sport, also SM Radio and SM Affairs will be hitting your screens in the next few months.
So get ready for that. But is that taking us to our sign-off segment now?
It is taking us to our sign-off segment.
Colin doesn't have a sign-off. Well done, Kylan. See, I'm unorganised here. I've got one. I've got my sign-off. So obviously, we'd all be aware, Channel 10 have got some banging shows, as we said earlier. You'd be aware of that, Kylan.
Yeah.
And I want to just sign off to some of the greatest actors Australia's ever seen on Bold and the Beautiful. So big thank you to those actors. They're really inspiring thousands of young Australians to get into the acting scene. So big thank you to them.
Home and Away is 10 times worse.
Oh, we were watching Home and Away before this, like green screen after green screen after green screen. Come on, Channel 7. You know, you've got the budget to buy Australia's Got Talent, but you don't have the budget to put in anything to Home and Away.
Yeah. But that's where our Australian actors are, born and,
born and bred.
Born and bred through Home and Away. That's where they sign their deals. Neighbours.
There's probably been 3 that have come out of it. No, there's been a fair few that have come out of it. So did you not prepare a sign-off, Kylan? I'm signing off to people that are like Kylan, who don't know how to organise anything, and then conveniently blame it on other people. Yeah.
What a joke.
No, well, if you've got nothing,
I actually sign off to all them people that in studios and at festivals that can get the lighting correct. You're what makes people's roles like mine so easy.
Your role's so easy. You just sit down and start
talking.
It
makes producer Jono's and producers' jobs so much easier, so then they don't have to get angry at people.
I think I prefer producer Peter, if I'm being honest. So
Peter he has cancer.
Back? No, he doesn't. He is a cancer. That's it.
Ah, yes.
So that's your dyslexia.
Oh well, you're gonna feel bad. His funeral's next Friday.
Oh, shut up.
Massive sidetrack.
Yeah, we've just but I reckon that's the end of it.
That is the end of our podcast.
Oh, well, big thank you for listening again.
Big thank you to High Street Cafe Kensington for sponsoring us. And I hope you've enjoyed whatever you call this show.
We don't even know what it is, but do we still know how to end a podcast? How do we end it?
No.
How do we end it?
How do we end it?
Is it ended?
Nah, I'll end it by saying, the Spaghetti and Meatball Show.